Way! Hello, viewer. It is Saturday, December 31st, 2022. Nearly New Year's, folks. 5.5 minutes to go if you're in the UK. I am Santa Brown and I have a bulging sack of goodness that needs emptying for your YouTube pleasure. On today's stream, we are discussing, well, not a lot really, just it's just a free riff. Talk shit, see who turns up, you know it is. So, should we just get on with it? Because we're up against the clock if we want to celebrate at midnight. So we'll just get the guests out. No big introductions for once. MatKat is here. Hello.
Hey, what's up, nerds?
You're right, my friend.
I'm doing good. I've been drinking since like 3 hours ago.
Oh,
so
you
I'm
naughty boy.
yes, I'm naughty. So I'm feeling quite well.
Merry, yes.
Yes, very good.
Shall we get the next guest out?
Do it.
Blue's the name, Cynic's the game, blah blah. He's pretty, he's got blue hair, that's all you need to know. Here he is. Movie Cynic.
Hello there.
Cutie's here.
Hello.
What did I say? Hello there.
Hello there.
Welcome to the campest blue-haired Movie Cynic on YouTube. Hello there.
Yeah, as much as very well. As much as we talk about my blue hair, I can never change it now. It's always going to stay blue.
You should change it.
To green?
Sure.
Rainbow. Rainbow. So you well, yes?
I am great, Mr. Brown. Same situation as last time. So doing well.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Dog okay?
So far. So that means guest not here yet.
Should we get the next guest out?
Let's do it.
Because we've got how long? We've got 3 minutes. And next, this is big, folks. He's come out of retirement. Just one more time. It is Commander Culture.
Hello there, everybody.
Hello there.
Yeah, I am honored to be back in the presence of your bulging sack of goodness. Look forward to...
I've just emptied it, mate.
A good... Oh, boy. Oh, well. Less bulging then, I guess, than normal. But glad to be back. Really enjoy my time here. And it's been too long, so I'm happy to be back behind the mic and chatting with you and your alliance. Let's see what we've got for today.
2.5 minutes. Until
the countdown has begun.
Yes, I do believe you're in 2023 already.
I am, yes. The year has started out quite well for me here on my Fortress of Solitude, and the sun is rising in the east. So,
how many hours? Hello, chat. By the way, we can see you. How many hours are you into 2023?
Right now, about 8 hours, 8 or 9 hours. I don't have a clock.
And any major catastrophes yet on the 8 hours in the future?
No major catastrophes 8 hours into the future here.
Any war declared or anything?
Not that
any
I
more
know
wars?
Of, but I make a point of not checking the news too early in the morning. So
the fireworks have started here now. I can hear them.
Oh, there they go. Do you have a ball drop there in Blighty? How does that work? Do you do what we do in the States, or does everyone just pull out their little poppers?
Probably pass. Sounds like
right.
Outside's having a good time. I'm stuck indoors.
Celebratory gunfire.
I think we're all stuck indoors. Yes. Oh, can you hear them?
Yeah.
I still have 6 hours.
Yeah, I have time. Yeah.
What is the correct time? It's 50 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock for me, so I have more than enough time.
we're just waiting till another shite year.
I hope not. I hope it's a better year than 2022.
I think there's people are toying with the idea. Get this, folks. People are kind of suggesting there might be another lockdown. Can you believe it? Or is that
I
just
hope not.
In England or
Yeah, the China people need to be negative now before they come in. I think that's happening in Spain as well.
That's racist.
Here we go. It is. It's very adjacent. Yeah. Here we go. UK. Happy New Year.
Yay!
2023.
You're in the future.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
stuck.
What's it like?
So far, 10 years into the future. 10 seconds into the future. So far, no war's been declared.
Hoverboards, flying cars, anything? Anything fun? No?
holographic jaws?
No, but Wookie Fever's here.
Yay!
Hey, Wookie.
Hey, ol'.
Hey, Wookie.
Hello.
Earth calling Wookie.
The future has claimed him.
It happens to the best of us.
Earth calling Wookie.
I hear them now.
I hear them now. I thought it was drums. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I've moved to Ukraine.
Oh,
Jesus.
sorry.
Yeah.
So you have your priorities
Well,
straight.
that
on the
escalated
stream.
quickly.
I will be getting rich very quickly.
Yes.
Yes. Shall we have a look at the chat? Some of the guys are here. I think we've been
Yes.
ignoring them. So here you go. Happy new yours to you guys. Happy New Year. Happy on.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Here you go. Andy Mouse. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Not Brian Young. Happy New Year,
Happy
everybody.
New Year.
Long time no see.
Yes. Wookie. Hello.
Just happy to
boycotting.
be here.
How to start the year off with a bang with silence.
Right on.
Let me check his settings. Yeah, he's there. Wookie, Earth calling Wookie. Are you there? That's a no then.
That's a no.
How are you guys, Movie, how are you celebrating the New Year's then? Obviously got a few hours to go. What are you going to be? Anything good? You going to be dyeing your hair another colour or something?
No, I'm probably going to enjoy some edibles and
Ooh,
hang
look at
out
you.
with the girlfriend and a friend and play some board games. That's my life.
You naughty
And I don't
boy.
hate it. I don't hate it. I think it's great.
Right on.
MatKat, would you have sobered up by then?
Oh no, I'm gonna keep drinking until I pass out. It's gonna be a good time. But I'm gonna watch some bad movies as soon as I get off here with my wife as we drink. And yeah, it's gonna be.
What
a
do
good
you
time.
got lined up?
Well, right now, so I have a podcast with my sister, and we basically just watch shitty movies. But
Who doesn't?
so tonight we're gonna watch. I'm gonna watch White Men Can't Jump.
I've
And-
never seen that.
And I'm gonna, well, although I do love that movie, and then we're also gonna watch John Tucker Must Die because I have to review them for our podcast. So
I've
And our
never seen that
podcast-
either.
oh, our podcast is basically me and my sister just get drunk and we review movies. So that's basically
It's a
our
nice
whole thing.
concept.
Yeah, it's super fun. So if you guys ever want to check it out,
Put it in the chat.
oh, okay, I'll find it.
Put a link. Commander, in the year that you've been away, what have you
Half
been
year,
up to? Have
but-
you been going after? Are you still doing all
yeah.
the culture stuff? Are you?
Well, offline, yes, but a little bit less so. So the last half year has been taken up with pursuing an adoption through the Child Protective Service System
Oh,
of the
brilliant.
United States, which is a very circuitous Byzantine and alarmingly archaic system. And so that's been taking up all of our time. I've also just the economy being what it was, decided to take a second gainful employment in addition to my culture stuff, which has taken up a lot of my time and will continue to do so till about June of this new beautiful 2023. But with that, basically, all that is to say, I've been keeping quite busy, but missing the commander aspect of the culture war. So,
are you going to start firing it back up in the new year, or?
I think so. Yeah. The co-host that I've been working with, a guy named Templar, we've been doing a lot of plotting and planning, and looking forward to seeing how we can sort of expand or up the quality or up the quantity of our content and go from there. But we're both sort of bogged down with all of that with various and sundry minutia. But we want to get back on top of things. So and I admit I haven't seen hardly any movies, anything like that. I was trying to think, what if something comes up? I mean, Top Gun I think was the last movie I saw, and then just last night. I loved it. I thought it was really spectacular. I got to see it in one of those theaters that I don't know what they call it, like 4D or something like that, where the sides of the movie theater are the screen. Yeah.
I saw that too.
In the cockpit scenes. Did you see it that way? It was amazing.
I did. It was fantastic.
Like in the cockpit.
It was so good.
It was quite immersive. I'm always a Jennifer Connelly fan. So, fan club for life. And it just all kind of came together. So I felt like it was a high note for the year of cinema, certainly. And then just last night, as we were waiting for the ball to drop, so to speak, the wife and I sat down for the Weird Al Yankovic movie. I don't know if you guys saw that or heard of that.
No, but
Daniel Radcliffe.
Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe,
yes,
exactly.
Harry Potter.
Yes, nothing is more weird than Harry Potter with an American accent. But I was thoroughly entertained by it. It was just as weird as I expected it to be, being a Weird Al written piece. But so that's the sum total of my viewing experience over the last year. So, and I see you've got the Better Call Saul up there, and I'm like, no spoiler alerts, because I want to binge that thing as soon as possible. I haven't seen anything since season 1 or the half of season 2 or something. But yeah.
I just watched Breaking Bad for the first time. So
what?
Yeah.
What?
It's okay. My wife hasn't seen it either, and I was like, "Oh, we need to watch it."
It was so good. I binged it in like 5 days. The entire series.
That was Breaking Bad, you did.
Yeah.
It's a unique sort of a milestone in television production, I think, in America. So it's what all of these other shows should aspire to, but unfortunately, 100%. Very few of them do.
Really, you just don't think it was anything normal, but they just did it well.
No, I think it all came together. I really do. I was a fan of Vince Gilligan for a long time before that through his X-Files work.
Yeah.
And then, and I thought, well, nothing could be better than X-Files, because really, I mean, what could be better than, early X-Files? And then Breaking Bad came on the scene, and it's everyone's talking about it, but they're talking about The Wire, and they're talking about the, Sopranos, and all these other shows that I wasn't particularly interested in. I thought, meh. And eventually someone forced me to sat down, chained me to a chair, and said, you're going to watch this Breaking Bad stuff, because it's kind of right up your alley. And I'm like, what? And they're like, you're Walter White. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. Stop yelling at me. And so I sat down and I watched it, and I thought, this is good. Vince Gilligan and the whole crew and the writing and the acting and the production and the immersion and everything just really pulled me in. And so when Better Call Saul started, man, what I've heard, and no spoilers, please, but from what I've heard, it really does live up to everything that Breaking Bad was. So, I find that, I don't find that hard to believe, but I find it kind of hard to imagine, because it was just lightning in a bottle. So,
say my name.
Heisenberg. It's good stuff. I'm the one who knocks. Yeah. Anyway,
here you go, Commander, in the chat. Appion, I've never watched Breaking Bad past like 3 episodes and never went back.
I would recommend
I
humbly.
can see why. I can see why.
As a commander in the culture war, that you go back and give it another shot. My sister was very similar. She just I can't watch this, but she's kind of a wilting violet. So I don't know. Maybe it's just not your thing, but I would say, and maybe somebody can correct me who's more in the industry, but it's like every season is kind of it's like its own season, in a Shakespearean sort of way. No one season is exactly the same. It all has a different sort of thematic feel to it, which I thought is really well done. And it also sort of moves you along as the viewer through the spring and the summer and the winter of the discontent of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So things to think about.
I think Wookie's here. Appion, I couldn't stand his wife.
Oh, nobody could stand his wife. Nobody can stand her.
Yeah, no,
even her.
Everyone hates
Even
that.
her. I was watching something where the ladies are like, I couldn't even like my character. And it's like, okay.
Earth calling Wookie.
Yeah, Wookie here. Go ahead,
I saw
Oit.
some movement.
Happy New Year, mate.
Happy New Year, Mr. Brown. Thank you so much for
Have you
having
sorted your mic issues out?
me. Yes, I'm
Well,
about ready
obviously.
to break everything just to break it because I'm upset, but it's fine now.
Hey, old.
Good to have you on, mate.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
A very, very big Anglo-American show this evening.
Yeah.
I don't
You're a
think I've ever...
minority.
How the
Yes.
tables have turned.
In the chat, Krual Birab says, "Say my name, Mr. Brown." Goddamn right.
Hey, Cruel.
I will say, Appion, first season, because I think the first season was a bit difficult to get through because obviously they were finding their feet, weren't they, with it, guys? But I do believe there was a writer's strike on as well at the same time, which meant it was cut to. Is it 7 episodes? I know it's short, isn't it?
I think it's 6. But either way, I actually really liked season 1. Like it
I like season 1 also.
yeah, I didn't see any problem. I think the whole concept was just compelling to me. So,
For sure.
conceptually, it was great and it kept my attention. But it, of course, did get better as it went along.
For sure.
That show's so tremendous because it's like a lot of times with TV shows, there's kind of a give and take when it comes to quality in certain areas. But in this one, like everything's iconic. I think like movies, cinematography wise, those normally stand out, but TV shows not so much. But this one does. Like it has its own look, like an iconic color palette. Everything about it was just great. So I can't believe I missed it for as long as I did, but I'm also happy that I got just to sit and watch the whole thing.
It's like if you go to when they went to Mexico, the color palette turned to like a yellow, didn't
Yeah.
it? From
Yeah.
Um,
Are we how spoilery are we allowed to talk about this?
ish.
Okay, well,
Whatever
Like a
that
lot of people
means.
haven't seen it, so we don't
well,
wanna
it's
ruin
been
it.
like what 15 years
It's
since
been a
that
long
show
time.
came.
I
It's
think
been
it
so
ended
long.
in 2013. So
Yeah, I think we should
Wow,
talk about it.
10
If you
years.
missed
That's
it,
10
then
years,
your-
folks.
Yeah, that's your problem. Who was your favorite death? Who was your favorite death? Because mine was Jane. I hated Jane, and when she died, I was like so happy. Like I was like, yeah, drown, bitch. I was like,
Jane, I can't remember Jane.
it was the
She the
girlfriend.
Stevia?
Yeah, what's her
yeah,
name?
Jane was
yeah,
Jesse's
yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Oh, the one who was
Yeah.
in
And she drowned
that
in her-
Marvel
Jessica
thing.
Jones. Yeah.
Yeah. Jessica. Oh, yeah. Jessica Jones. Yeah, the Ritter girl. I like her, but I hated her character. But when she died, I was so happy. Like I was like, yeah, let her drown.
No,
Let her
mine
drown.
was mine would have been Hank, but my girlfriend that convinced me to watch the show, she had kept quiet the entire time right up until like the episode before Hank died.
Spoilers, folks.
She said something about him dying. It was like, oh, I thought we talked about that. I'm sorry. So she,
Oh, you should have fucking booted her out the house, man.
Be like,
so the best death of the show was spoiled for me, but it was still wild to see.
oh,
Wookie, you've seen Breaking Bad?
I have only seen.
That's a no then.
I've only saw an episode in the first season, so it's
Sorry,
been
Wookie.
decades. I
My
know,
bad.
right? I'm sheltered.
Well, we just ruined a big
No,
chunk
that's
of it.
okay because
Here you go, Andy Mouse, the old twat in the chair. Ding, ding, ding,
Oh,
ding,
right,
ding,
yeah.
ding,
It
ding,
was
ding.
epic.
I did Gus's death was my second favorite.
Yeah, Gus's death was brilliant.
Ironically, probably the best episode was directed by old Roundhead himself. Wasn't
Which
it?
episode was that?
Really?
The Hank and the Nazis in the desert.
Well, now it's not my favorite just because he directed it.
I forget the name, but of the episode. But
Yeah, whatever it is, it's not my
Is it
favorite.
in episode season 2?
it's Hank and his drug enforcement friend. Who was it? The Hispanic one.
Oh, in the last season then.
Yes, is it season 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roundhead directed that episode.
Weird.
Oh, goody.
I'm gonna have to go back and reevaluate everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's think about it.
My favorite death was actually where he kills the two street level drug dealers with the Aztec. Runs them over, bam!
Yeah, that's like whoa.
Because for me that was it was out of nowhere,
Yep.
and it was sort of
Season 3.
establishing a bridge between the two Hanks, between the reluctant drug dealer and the kingpin who was willing
Heisenberg.
to do anything. Yeah. I mean, earlier he had killed the guy in the basement, and then, but that was like both of them were it was very reluctant. And I'll say also, I'll kind of throw in there as an honorable mention was when Jesse killed Gail Bedecker. He comes to the door because it was so dramatic, where you saw the two characters and you were really invested in both of them. I thought I was like, how Gail Bedecker, the character, it just moves, it works along, everything should be right with this, and then it's like, no, they've got to take him out, and then he it gets a short draw or whatever, and they don't actually show it. But the consequences, of course, go on throughout the whole rest of the thing, where he finds the journal and blah blah blah. But I don't know. Those two kind of stick out in my mind for the show. But really, which death wasn't good? I mean, even the well, I'm not gonna ruin everything for everybody because I guess a lot of people haven't watched this. I don't know what's wrong.
I can't believe after 10 years people have not watched it. It is.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
like this is a culture.
You
show.
will
Come
be.
on, people.
It's everything Rings of Power wished it had.
Right.
Exactly.
Season
Well, all they
2,
had to do was
season
follow
2,
the
mate.
formula. Oh my god!
Rings of Power Breaking Bad style.
Did anybody here actually watch Rings of Power? I'm curious. I certainly did not. But did anybody sit through every episode?
I got
Yes.
I got paid to watch it.
Erotic or something?
No.
I did.
Boy.
Yeah, it sucked balls.
You
It was
did.
awful. Yeah, it was the worst.
I loved how much it sucked.
Did you guys watched it all for your channels, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
bad. It was really,
Did
really
it
bad.
kill the channel?
Yeah. No. It was.
Helped capture another side of fandom because
Yeah.
that show is absolutely atrocious. Sometimes I'll be shown it and the algorithm will pop it out my way, but even small channels, really tiny channels, are getting 10,000 view videos
Wow.
as long as they're talking about Rings of Power.
There you
Channels
go.
that have 100 subs.
Okay, I'll take notes on
Appion,
that.
I watched all the episodes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will say, Appion, Breaking Bad, stick with it. It will reward you big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first season was
Shrinkable.
with its back and forth between the present and the past and stuff might be kind of disjointed, jarring a little bit, but they smooth that out a lot throughout the show in a way that Rings of Power never probably did.
Yeah, Rings of Power sucks balls.
It was enjoyable. I can tell. I can tell you watching all the reaction videos that you and all these other people did. It's like I don't even need to watch the show because I could just absorb how awful it is by osmosis and not need to eye bleach and brain bleach afterwards.
Yeah.
Do you know why a rock floats and a ship sinks?
I would probably say the best TV series of the past 10 years were obviously Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul was good, but slightly different, but it was in the style. And Banshee.
Oh, I love Banshee.
Banshee's just fantastic. Everybody should be watching Banshee.
Yeah.
Movie? Have you watched Banshee?
I have no idea what that even is.
Oh, it's so good. What was that on Stars? Was that on
Not
Stars?
the only one.
Yeah, it's Anthony Starr, Homelander.
Yeah. It was really good. I love that show. So good.
I'm gonna Google it right now. Just
I'm
like,
going to stick my neck out here. I think I enjoyed Banshee more than Breaking Bad.
I mean,
bold.
I don't, yeah, very bold.
And I
but-
love the Mexican cartel stuff.
Yeah, no, Breaking Bad is really good, but Banshee's really good also. Like, it's so good. I love that show.
You're just exotifying them, man.
It's really good though. If you haven't watched Banshee, I suggest doing it. It's really good.
Wookie, have you seen Banshee?
No.
Wookie,
There.
have you seen any? Have you got a TV?
Yes, I have a TV, but I usually watch YouTube.
Same here.
Right on.
Bad, isn't it? Yeah, same here.
No, it's on Stars. You said right? I don't think we even have Stars. I don't think we subscribe to it. So.
Yeah, I think it was on Stars when I watched it. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a
I
couple
will say
years.
to everybody in the chat, put Banshee on the watch list for 2023. Really good.
Right on.
Also,
Is there-
obviously Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Yeah. I haven't seen Better Call Saul, but
That
Is there-
surprises me.
Yeah, that's
I just don't have time. Are there any movies that you guys are looking forward to coming up?
Avatar 3.
God.
This coming week, the horror movie Megan opens, and I am
Oh
stoked
yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
yeah. It looks so good.
Oh, yeah,
she's
I
I'm a
like
see trailers
huge
for
horror
that.
fan.
Is
Yeah,
Harry
she's-
in that?
Who?
Harry Styles.
I don't think he's in that.
Prince
no.
Harry. Oh, okay. It's not. Oh, okay.
Oh, I get it. Ha! British humor.
Moving on.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that movie
Stream
too.
killer,
Like,
stream killer.
because the doll is like cute but creepy. You know?
Really creepy. Like when in the trailer when she's dancing and stuff in the hallway.
Oh, I know, right?
It's
And
so
you're just-
weird.
It's so weird, but at the same time, I'm all like, I totally want to see this little doll kill people.
Yeah, it's like a modern day Chucky.
Yeah. Except they tried that with Chucky, but it didn't work out.
Right, they tried to modernize Chucky. and that
Right.
Did it go
It
woke?
did suck.
Here you go. Jim
No,
D.
it was. Go ahead.
Banshee was great. Can't remember how it ended.
Oh,
Couldn't have been too good.
It was,
Oh,
trust me.
it was
Happy on
good. It was
Guardians 3.
yeah, Guardians 3.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that
Guardians,
too. I'm also for some dumb
drinking,
reason
everybody.
I'm excited for that Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Yes. When does that come out? Now I got to Google that.
I think it comes out. I don't remember off the top of my head, but when I saw the trailer, I was like, "It looks so stupid," but I'm all in. I'm all in. It comes out February 15th. February.
Happy on
15th.
February. Yeah.
John Wick 4. I'm looking
yeah.
forward to that.
Oh yeah. That looks good too.
Happy on 65.
Oh yeah. It's Adam Driver with dinosaurs.
You know what that
Yes.
is, don't you? I saw the trailer. I didn't even Google it. I know what it's about. You know what it's about, don't you?
It doesn't. Isn't he like?
Is
He's like. I think he's an alien, but he comes to Earth during prehistoric times, and dinosaurs are walking around and shit.
Yeah, I spoilers probably, but I think I'm probably going to be right. He's a future spaceman from Earth. Obviously, with some time warp stuff going on. He
So
goes
like Planet
back
of the
6
Apes.
Yeah, like a reverse. Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
He goes back 65 million years, and get this, he probably has to detonate the ship to do something, thus killing out all the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for it.
Yeah, so it could be good.
Yeah, and
Are we
is any?
doing-
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask Mr. Brown if we're tomorrow the top 10. Is that what we're doing?
We are going to do top 10. We were going to do it today, but I suppose it was maybe a little bit, expecting people to be here on New Year's. So
is it top 10 anything like the top worst was, or is it top 10 movies?
Top 10 anything, but I will say now most of it is the stuff what we like.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I think the worst was very heavily Lord Cord biased, wasn't it? But
yeah.
I think because all the bad shit happened with that. But it's TV, film, all the good stuff.
Anyway, Matt, I interrupted you. My apologies.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask about more movies. Like, are any of you excited about the M. Night Shyamalan movie Knock at the Cabin? Because
I haven't been excited about a movie from him since I was a child.
See, that's the thing. But like, I'm totally like, I'm gonna watch it because I'm like, you got John Batista showing up, or Dave Batista showing up at a cabin with Ron from Harry Potter, and they want to kill this gay couple, and I'm all like, I want to see what.
God.
Now I want to know what happens. I'm all like, what's the big twist at the end? Like, I'm all like, it's an apocalyptic movie, but it's just, I'm like, I don't know, man. Every time I see the trailer, I'm all like, I'm gonna go see this movie. It's like ridiculous.
Here you go, Andy Mouse, Tulsa King. Oh yes, new episode dropped today. Yes.
How many episodes is that
There
show
are
gonna
nine.
be? Nine. Okay, I think
There's
I'm gonna wait.
one
until
more
it's
to go.
done.
I think. Indeed.
Right on.
Commander, are you looking forward to going to the cinema or theatre?
Well,
are you going to try and venture out a little bit more often?
Oh, I think so. We've got a very nice cinema here, all very clean and 4DX. I think some of you guys have mentioned some of the ones I was wanting to see, especially that 65 one, just because I'm a sucker for absolutely anything dinosaurs. John Wick 4, I don't know, like, I loved John Wick 1, and the other two sort of confused me increasingly, so I'm not sure what... And then they came back with more dogs, and I'm just like, what the heck? So, let me see, what were the other two? The Shazam, I really enjoyed the first Shazam movie.
Yeah, I thought it was alright.
They've got a new one coming up. And so I don't know. I assume eventually they're going to be merging Shazam and Black Adam. Don't know how that's going to go, but
not anymore.
No,
not anymore. That's gone. That's gone anymore.
Oh, is it?
It's gone.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. And then the last one is the Chris Pine Dungeons and Dragons movie. I don't expect it to be good.
Oh god.
I expect it to be fun.
I saw the preview for that.
Chris Pine, everything is fun with him. So, don't know. But,
I'm looking forward to the Dungeons and Dragons movie too, if that makes you feel better. I think it looks
makes me feel
good.
better, yeah.
I think it looks good. I'm excited for it.
We can chat about that when it comes out. I think it's in March or something like that. But I remember the first Dungeons and Dragons movie a long time ago was absolute, bollocks, even though it had Jeremy Irons, I think. And
right, it did.
But, this one, I mean, it looks like they're taking themselves a little less seriously, and, the role playing thing is a little wider in the social consciousness now. So we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely.
Not looking forward to Ant-Man. Not looking forward to
No, I don't. In the chat, Z3PO, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, Z.
Happy New Year, Z.
Happy New Year, Z.
Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, he was hilarious on the last stream. Absolutely hilarious.
He always is.
Can we go back to the DC movies? So I am looking forward to all the DC.
Would you like
movies.
to? I was just thinking. Would you like to speak about the DC movies, Matt?
I would love to. So I'm a huge DC fan. I'm 100% all in. So I don't care that the DC EU is ending and James Gunn is taking over the rest of it, but I'm so excited for all the DC movies. Like Shazam, I'm sorry. I love the first one. It was so good. So I'm excited for the second one. And then The Flash, I don't care how many babies Ezra Miller let suck on bullets. I'm going to go see that movie.
What?
I'm all in. I do not care. I don't care how many bottles of alcohol he stole from rich people. I don't care. I'm going to go see it. Blue Beetle.
Grammy, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Blue Beetle. I'm going to go see Blue Beetle. And Aquaman 2 is 100% my jam because Aquaman is the best DC character ever. And I'm going to go see that movie like a million times. I am so excited.
A million times.
A million times.
I've told you a million times. Stop exaggerating.
Well, since you're going to go see Aquaman, are you going to watch The Little Mermaid for us?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
What's
I'll
your
probably
problem with the Little Mermaid?
Well, I mean, she's black. That's the problem. I'm just joking. That was a joke. That was a joke. Calm down. Calm down.
Fuck it up. My COVID's come back.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Cancel me. I don't care. You
How
can't
to
cancel
get
somebody that isn't
your
scared.
competitor's channel struck off in one
Yes,
word.
exactly.
Cheers,
Right.
mate.
No, I will probably go see The Little Mermaid only because my daughter will probably be all into it. I have nothing against the Black Little Mermaid. I just all the live action
You don't
Disney
want
movies.
your daughter to see a strong black female character.
Exactly.
Wow.
Fuck that noise. No, I just I don't know about anybody else, but these live action Disney movies, they all suck. They suck balls. They're not good. I have not liked one of them. Aladdin was terrible.
I didn't even see that mess.
Pinocchio was terrible. So far, they all suck. I am sorry. My children keep busting into my office to say hi to me. I'm sorry, you guys.
Dad, I just want to see the strong black female character.
I wouldn't have a problem with the race swap for the Little Mermaid,
Look at your avatar.
but it's yes, indeed, it's the logic behind it. How could you have a POC mermaid? It's impossible.
They're just checking boxes.
Does she live on the equator?
It's hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, apparently this one is taking place in the
stupid.
Caribbean, and there's a whole discussion about where
Yeah, but she's
under the
fucking
sea
water.
it takes place.
Under the
It's really weird. Yeah,
sea.
it's really a weird argument about the whole thing. But I personally, go ahead, you go.
The crab did have a Caribbean accent in the first.
Yeah, that is one of, and there's a lot of
Animated movie,
a lot of Caribbean fish that are in the thing. There's a lot of arguments, but me personally, I just don't care. I don't think it's going to be good. I don't care who plays Ariel. It's going to be bad. I know that. I know
It's just like all their other live actions. Yeah.
yeah.
Commander, care to read a chat from Jim D?
Sure. DC will spend $500 million trying to course correct that rudderless shit show. Then James Gunn will post a tweet that gets him canceled again, and the whole DC thing falls apart yet again.
I mean, that's a possibility. I am working on a video that's about this DC
nice plug.
debacle. It's a disaster.
Well, you know
Any way
what
you
we-
slice it, it's a mess.
Well, with that kind of attitude, of course it is. Listen, the DC
Just see the damn movies and shut up.
DC has the best characters in comic books ever.
does.
First of all,
And
no.
if
does.
you stop that.
Blue Boy, you're wrong.
Yeah, I
Deal
don't
with
care
it.
how much blue your hair is. You're incorrect. DC has the best
DC
characters, and if they
sucks.
you stop that right now. If they just would take the time to read the source material and understand who these characters are,
Yes,
they could
exactly.
make a good movie. It's just
Exactly.
Movie Cynic's into Ironheart, though, aren't you? Big time.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge Iron Man.
See, there you go.
That's why I was first in line at the theater for Black Panther. I was throwing people out of line.
I know you took the ticket out of a.
I did. I
Person
saw
of
a little
colour's
girl,
house.
and I said, I
You
saw
stole
she was
it.
in my row, and I ripped it right out of her hand so I could have the whole row to
That's
myself.
mine.
that's
You were
right.
thieving.
I just
Blue
threw money at the
privilege
ground
at
and
its
walked
best.
away. I'm not an awful person.
Here you go. Happy on. Only Batman and Superman are cool.
Only
Appian
Batman
Aquaman.
is cool.
No,
Only
Aquaman is super fucking cool. You guys don't know what you're talking about, okay?
God.
Here you go. File 13. DC has Batman and Superman. Sorry, the numbers don't lie.
I will
You
give
are
you this. DC has Batman, and he is my favorite superhero, and that makes up for a lot of crap.
I will agree with File 13. Numbers don't lie, and Aquaman is the only DC film to make $1 billion. So suck on
That's
that.
sad because
I'm
no one
just-
likes that
I'm
franchise.
just saying. I'm just saying.
I think the movie cynic loved the all-girl bosses scene at the end of was it Endgame?
Yeah, I actually told all my friends about it and I brought them in. I liked the 355 this year. That was probably my favorite movie as well.
Oh, that came out? That's
Were
right,
you
I
the
forgot
only
about
person
that.
who went to see that 75 trillion times?
Yeah, how much did it make? That was basically me.
£8, $8.
Yeah, that was me. All eight. That's one ticket purchase.
What's the Spanish
God.
lady who was in that?
I don't see color.
Neither do I. What was the Penelope Cruz?
Penelope Cruz.
Is it Penelope Cruz? Or did I just make that
Google.
name up?
The 355. Let's see.
Not Penelope Pitstop.
It is Penelope Cruz.
Fit. Incredible looking woman.
I
There you go,
actually
we've got some
think
lurkers.
Lupita is-
Appion says it's
I love it when lurkers appear. Hello. Lilu. Spanish is a language, not a colour. See.
You gonna poop on my
Mut-
joke?
Mucho gusto, Lilu.
Hey, do you think the YouTube algorithm recognizes if you're British or not and gives you leeway when you say cunt?
Cunt.
Cunt.
Well, it depends how you say it. If you say it through your nostril, you might get away with it. Cunt.
I'll have to work on it in private,
Okay, you do that.
in the mirror.
yeah, not towards your family at the dinner table.
Not in front of the dog either.
Wouldn't you be Irish? Yeah.
That's a string colour. So, Wookie,
Yep.
how's your channel going, my friend? I'll ask. I was watching
It's-
you today. Seemed okay. Nice
Yeah,
presentation.
thank you for being in the chat. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we had a great time. I don't know how long you stayed in for.
I think it was for about an hour and a
to-
bit.
Toward the end. Were you
Yeah.
there when I did my wish list for next year?
I think
Or did you miss that?
I bailed at that moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
your
we had a
wish
good
list
time.
is
My wish list had a new version, actually two versions of a reboot of Lord of the Rings.
I think that's everybody's wish list, isn't
Well, well, Lord of the Rings, not the Wings of Crap.
it? Yeah.
But yeah, one of them was basically I found this meme online. Basically, it's Schmeagol and the Lord of the Bling dressed up as a hip hopper. That seemed like an interesting movie. And then the one you would appreciate was the reboot version of Lord of the Rings, done by Monty Python.
Oh, I saw that. Yes.
That
Yeah.
was my favorite. Yeah. That would
Are
be-
you a fan of Lord of the Rings then?
Yes, I actually am. I enjoyed all the movies, and I enjoyed them for what they were. When I watched all three movies and had a great time. Thought Gandalf was freaking awesome. You know, you've got an actor like Ian McKellen playing that iconic role, and then at the same time he's Magneto. You know, so I mean he's freaking the right guy at the right time, and then of course there's Christopher Lee. I mean, shit, he actually knows what a dying man sounds like when you stab him. So,
'Cause he was. Movie, are you into the original Lord of the Rings stuff? Are you a fan?
Like not the Peter Jackson movies, if you mean original.
Yeah. Do you like the Peter Jackson stuff?
Oh yeah, I adore those movies.
Right.
At the time when they came out, though, I was really into The Matrix, and I had friends that really liked Lord of the Rings, so it was like a competition. So I hated those movies, but then I watched them, and they're brilliant. Rings of Power is responsible for me rewatching them over again.
Yeah.
That show was so bad, it made me run away and watch the movies again.
And they refute. They were going to get Jackson to get involved.
and then
No,
they
we have
ghosted him.
female directors because that's the way to go.
They
That's what's
ghosted
going on,
him.
mate. Yeah,
They were
ghosted
going to
him, yeah.
send him a script and everything. They were all going to hook up with him, and then they ghosted him, cut him off.
Lovely people.
Smart move.
Yes, yeah.
Because it worked out well for them.
Oh, it did so well.
They avoided
What?
criticism.
Yeah, they did. Oh man.
Well, I don't think he would have stayed. He would have pulled a Henry Cavill and just taken.
Oh, he'd have just bailed
and walked
Yep.
off. Yeah,
Yep, pretty much.
and then it would have been even twice as bad for him. So
Here you go. Lulu, Rings of Power is absolute shite. You guys are all right.
Could you imagine if they handed Peter Jackson that script that they went with for season 1?
Bin.
I couldn't imagine those two, the writers,
shit.
the showrunners, working with him.
No.
no, they would have been giggling the whole time, and he just would have had a look of disdain on his face for
Yeah.
the few moments that he was in the room. So
Yeah.
Because watching those appendices that the original trilogy came in, like with the extended editions, it's so interesting watching him just, participate in his craft. And I couldn't imagine him participating in this series the way it came out. Heads would have rolled.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Because I haven't seen a lot of other just Peter Jackson movies, but I have seen some of his documentaries, and he seems to me to have, if nothing else, like the heart and soul of a documentarian. And when I go back and look at the Lord of the Rings, it seems like he's almost adapting like a live action documentary. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, where he's walking you through this, the history and the lore, just in a visual way. And that's probably what makes it so compelling to refined people such as ourselves. That where we really appreciate a good story well told, and he just brought it out. He didn't make a movie so much as just bring the original story that Tolkien, the genius, had already put onto the page, and he just moved it onto his particular medium.
Yeah, prior to him doing Lord of the Rings, he did King Kong.
Oh, was that
Basket
before Lord of the
Case as
Rings?
well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
before
no, King Kong was right after the Lord of the Rings. It was
I thought it was
2005.
before. I thought
Nope,
it was before.
right after. That was
Oh.
his. Yeah, he went from Lord of the Rings right into that.
Damn meth.
I also, File 13 said every time someone mentions Matrix, I have to point out that Dark City is the original Matrix. Yes,
Oh.
I have heard this many a times. It's also not nearly as good, or influential for a reason. So who
I
cares?
kind of get the feeling
I
File
don't-
13 knows his shit.
I have a feeling too.
That's why he's on
But
my
all the
channel.
same,
Wait,
I've been
wait.
having to defend this for
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah.
Wait. Did you just say you didn't think Dark City was as good as The Matrix?
Correct.
Is that? Oh, okay. Well,
That's
I disagree, but I suppose, like you said, you've been defending this a long time. I think they're both great movies, but like one of them is always going to sink down. It's like the Tombstone versus Wyatt Earp sort of a thing, and the other one will rise up to the top over time. Maybe that's why. Maybe Matrix is a better movie. I just remember really, really liking Dark City, and then when I saw The Matrix, I was kind of like, I feel like I've seen this before.
Yeah, but that's
And
just
of course-
concept. It's everything else that came with the Matrix that makes it so amazing. And we're
Like
just
the
talking about the
CGI
original
and
movie, not the
story.
sequels, the horrible sequels. But
Sure.
no, the original movie,
The
everything
original
that
movie,
it did,
the first
everything
one.
that it populated. Yeah, because it wasn't really CGI necessarily. It was the camera
camera.
techniques and everything they used.
Yeah.
Because everything
Right.
they do now would be CGI, but back then that was like revolutionary what they decided to do. If you watch the making ofs,
Oh, yeah.
like when it did the 360 spin around Neo, that was all
Cameras.
fucking perfectly timed camera movements with like 150 cameras going around him.
Yeah,
it was just
crazy.
ingenious filmmaking.
Oh,
Yeah, it
and
was
Jim
crazy.
D shouts out to The 13th Floor, which I have to agree with his assessment there. I love that movie. That was, of those three that we're talking about here, 13th Floor was the only one I bought on VHS. So I loved that movie too. That was earlier than those other two, I think. But Gretchen Mol, yeah, I would.
13th
she's-
floor, I
yeah,
can't see it.
She's in the Jennifer Connelly fan club. But 13th Floor,
I
no, it's
I
good.
will
Check it
also
out.
say the Matrix. What was the last one? The Matrix Resurrections was something I was so excited for last year, and it ended up being one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and the actual catalyst for starting my channel. That's how
here you go.
much I hated that movie.
I saw it on an airplane, and I just fell asleep twice.
I nearly put Appion on a timeout then by accident. Sorry, Appion. The Matrix dies with Resurrection.
It died before that. I think Reloaded was okay. Revolutions was abominable.
I
and the last
quite
movie's
like
the worst movie ever.
Reloaded.
I mean, it definitely was passable. If
The
that was the
freeway
middle,
scene's fantastic.
yeah. If the third movie was great, then that would have been a totally passable bridge movie.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But the third movie was a massive letdown.
Was a little
It
bit.
didn't quite have the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade feel to it, did it?
No, it just kind of went out with a whimper. The choices that they made to get rid of Agent Smith, it was anticlimactic.
I know.
The acting was really bad, and I actually like rewatching the first movie, which is one of my favorite movies ever made, top 10 easy. Like the acting isn't great in that either, but for whatever reason, it worked in that movie. And the second and third ones is where it starts to feel really corny, and so I couldn't get invested in the drama because it was just so silly. Everything was falling apart for those sequels.
It's a bad feel for a movie when you're watching it and you're removed from the the suspension of disbelief to just tell yourself this is silly.
Yeah,
This is, and that's what happened to me. Like when there were millions of Agent Smiths and everything just started, I'm just like, what? Oh, okay, I'm gonna go get some popcorn or something. And it just, the magic never came back. And I'm just glad it didn't strip it away from the original first movie.
Yeah, I was worried about that movie's legacy when the sequels were out. I'm like, oh, they're gonna drag it down. But no, it still stands on its own. I think a lot of people can isolate this.
There you go, folks. Side effect. Hello, side effects. The Matrix died halfway through Reloaded.
I can agree with that, and so we'll just forget about it and only watch the first movie ever.
Absolutely.
Says Appion
And Dark
likes
City.
the phasing twins. I did as well.
Yeah, they had some really cool concepts, but they just botched so much of it that I'd rather just forget the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm going to tell my children that first Matrix is the only Matrix. And I'm not going to tell them about any of the rest of them.
And how old are your children? Will they appreciate the Matrix? How old are they?
They are 6 and 4, so yes, they will. And I agree with Movie Cynic. They had a lot of really good concepts. They just didn't know how to pull them all together and make a good movie.
I am, as I said, I am quite partial to number 2. But 3,
I think the only thing
wheels came off a bit.
Yeah, the only thing that really dragged down that second movie, as far as just being an entertaining movie, was when they took, I think, 35 or 40 minutes to show Zion, and nothing really happens.
Right?
That was a massive
shagging
chunk of
and
that movie.
dancing.
Except
shagging
that,
and
Yeah,
dancing.
except that you're like,
yeah.
I don't even like these people. Like I kind of,
Right.
they're all a bunch of dirty, smelly. I hope they die.
It's
Hey,
just
now I'm going to the machines.
Right.
You know?
It was just like a festival, wasn't it? A festival. Under
Yeah,
the
and it was
a
just
rave
a
in a
world
cave.
building. You could have
Back in
world
Alien.
built without having to take 35 minutes of that movie to do so, because they
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
Right on.
They
Apart
they
from
introduced
Shag.
no likable characters. We have like 4 characters we give a shit about already. That's good. I don't need more.
Yeah.
That was the one redeemable thing about Resurrection. That this latest one is that they said, yeah, that whole Zion thing, they were all stupid, and that's why they died. And that's why we have this new thing that actually works. I was like, oh, good. They actually acknowledged that was dumb and and ugly. So
Yeah, I suppose. I think that's what I
lining.
hated about the new movie it was just like, yeah, those movies sucked. You guys are idiots for liking them.
Yeah.
I was just offended as a fan.
true.
I wrote. I never released it, and maybe I still should. But I wrote I've already written the majority of a script of just thousands upon thousands of words. It'd probably be a 45-minute video, just breaking down how much I hate that movie.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
I think I might for
Put
its
it together.
anniversary.
Do it. I think you need to do it. I think I got 20. This is the last one, yeah, the last Matrix, the rehashed.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
the Matrix
I-
rehashed.
I got 25 minutes in, and I just thought, "Fuck this shit," and turned it off.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I just, what the fuck is this?
And there was
shite?
someone with blue hair, and it was cool.
Was she though? Was she?
They thought they were
cool?
being. I think they thought they were being funny and clever, and I don't think. Sorry, they were being meta.
Yeah, meta for meta's sake. Like
Yeah.
the original movie was kind of meta. I mean, that's the whole point. but then they just took it so far as to, it seemed really cynical, and I know that's weird coming from me that it's a bad thing, but it was, because it seemed like Lana Wachowski was forced to do it. Like, I remember reading that they were going to make a movie with or without her. So she said, fine, I'll do it. And it's almost like she sabotaged the franchise, like on purpose.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it
think
really
so.
feels that way. It feels like she's like, no, these were my movies, and you're fucking with them. So I'm going to ruin it so you can never make another one.
Here you go, Blue. Lee Lou, release it. I'm subscribing. There you go.
That'll be next year for sure, but it's been a year since Matrix Resurrections came out, so yeah, I'll do a little retrospective on it.
Yeah,
a lot of
you
it's
should do
made
that.
already, so
It'd be a shame
not?
to waste it.
yeah.
Yeah, do it. I say
sitting on it
release
for a
it.
while.
Even if it gets like 10 views, that's still money in your pocket. I say do it.
Christ, I hope it doesn't just get 10 views.
Well, it'll get more. Your channel is huge. It'll get more. It'll get more than 10 views.
Listen,
I'll watch it for sure.
I'll
I'll
make
watch
a-
it for
man.
sure.
I'll make a promise, because it's the type of guy I am. I will watch it for you 11 times.
Holy
Nice.
shit. That'll boost the algorithm.
Right on.
With the sound on.
Yeah, it sound all right.
Have you guys? Okay, so I'm sorry to bring it back to movies that are coming out in 2023. There are two more that I want to talk about that I'm interested if you guys are curious in them or interested in them. I'm curious
No.
if you're interested in them. One, okay, the Zack Snyder movie Rebel Moon. Is anybody interested in this?
I hate Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
'Cause-
no.
Well, like, I don't know about you, but Army of the Dead was so convoluted. Like, I was all like, what's going on here? We've got pregnant zombies. Is there aliens involved? It was so weird that I'm all like, I don't want to know any. Like, he was just making up the rules as he went along. And I'm all like, I'm not interested in Rebel Moon at all. But if it's on Netflix, I'm going to watch it because I already get Netflix. But how do you guys feel about Rebel Moon?
Nope.
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 Gotcha.
Nope.
Moving on.
Right on. Okay, and the other one was, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. Give me 2 seconds because I'm trying to.
One,
Okay.
two.
Yeah. Shelby Oaks. Are any of you guys interested in this movie? Because it's being directed by Stuckman, Chris Stuckman. He's a YouTuber. And I was just curious about how you guys feel about this, because recently he came out with a video where, and I don't understand his logic, because he doesn't want to. He said he doesn't want to trash or criticize filmmakers anymore, and he doesn't want to see movies that he knows is going to be bad. And I just go,
Doesn't even make sense.
yeah, well, I was just like, that just sounds like you don't want to shit all over somebody else's movie because you don't want them to shit all over your movie.
Well, what it sounds like too is like, hey, I'm trying to enter the industry. I don't want to step on anyone's toes.
Yeah, and I just go like, that's such a weird like stance for me personally. Like me, I'm all like, I'm not directing any movies, so I don't care. But as soon as he put that video out, I was like, this is such a weird thing. I was like, plus I'm not interested in your shitty movie, like this Shelby Oaks movie. I don't care what it's about. I'm not interested at all, but I might watch it just so I can shit all over it if it's horrible. But if it's good, I'll praise it up and down.
I didn't even know it was happening. I don't watch Chris Stuckman. I know who he is.
I don't know who it is for the uninitiated.
He's got
who
a
is it?
couple million subscribers, but
Yeah, he
he's
does.
kind of like
Wow.
grandfathered into
Yes.
the movie review game because he's been doing it since like YouTube started.
Okay.
He's just one of those people you go to see their opinion because they've been doing it forever.
I get you. Because they were doing it from day one. I get it.
I'm not one to like badmouth any other YouTuber, so but I
there
don't
you
watch
go.
him.
Here you go. Atom Gray obviously knows their stuff. Stuckman is to reviewing what Budweiser is to beer.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been around
Brutal.
that long.
Brutal.
Yeah, I
That
watch
could
his-
be taken as a compliment.
Yeah, I watch his stuff like every time he puts out a video because I'm interested in what he has to say. But ever since he put out that video where he's like, I'm not gonna, talk shit about other people's movies, I just go, well, I'm not interested in your videos anymore because you're not going to give me your genuine opinion.
Or it can also mean every time I see your thumbnail, I knew you like it, so moving on.
Right?
Like, I don't need to know your opinion on it because I already know.
Yeah, like I've seen so many YouTubers that are, like you said, have been grandfathered in that are just now like, well, I didn't make a review on that because I don't want to be disrespectful. And I'm all like, I'm sorry, if you don't want to criticize the bad movies, then I don't want to hear your opinion about the good movies because you're just gonna sit here and lick these people's ass, and I'm not interested in that.
You're saying that they're just sold out then?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
In essence, what else can you call it? And not to mention, like with YouTube's policy changes that just took in effect, it gave me like pause about. I mean, it sucks. I just went full time on YouTube, and I'm just waiting for all my videos to be demonetized. They changed the policies so that you can't even you can't say any swear word within the first 8 to 15 seconds.
Yes.
So I'm just waiting there for. I'm just waiting for all my videos to get demonetized.
Yeah, you fuckers get all my videos, my live streams demonetized. But
Mr. Brown, I think about that actually because I've done 4 live streams on my own channel.
I just appeal them and they're fine.
Yeah. I think they automatically put that on there, and then just in case, and then when you actually.
Yeah, I think it's the Autobot subtitles that picks up on the hot words. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Commander, do you want to throw your channel link in the chat for the boys and girls at home, and let's see if we can get some subs, and then
I'll drop that in there in just.
And then
a sec.
It might give you a little bit of impetus to start again.
I'll be starting again. I haven't been active for a good couple of months, so that kind of moves me down a bit. But I appreciate.
You've genuinely got an open invite to come on here anytime you want, my friend.
I thank you for that. I love coming on every single time. It's a lot of fun.
I think you were the first. I'm sure you were the first guest on this channel 2 years ago.
I think I might have been. Maybe not the best guest, but definitely the first. And
the only guest.
to there never being a last guest. So thanks again.
Here you go. Marlon the Unlucky. Who needs a sub? The Commander, yes. He lives on an island, so he would need a sub, to be fair. But
that's the best way to get there if you don't want to be detected.
Commander Boomer, folks.
I'm not quite that old. So, let me see. I'll drop that sub here in just a sec. But
please
I'll
send my regards to Mrs. Commander.
We'll do. She actually had a lot of good things to say for you, and she looks forward to maybe jumping on at some point too. And we're always thinking about you and hope you and yours are doing well.
Yeah, well, we need to come and visit you on that island.
Yeah.
Do you really live on an island? This island,
a volcano.
I live on a very small island. Yes.
Interesting.
Me and a few villagers. It's the truth.
Peasants.
So, I try to be kind.
I want to be honest. I can't tell if you guys are just fucking around or if you're being serious. I'm so
serious.
I couldn't either. I was just being silent.
I'm so I'm all like, what is this island that you speak of? But okay, cool.
I'll send Mr. Brown a picture and he can verify my veracity.
Yep.
But anyway, Happy New Year to all of you guys. I look forward
Cheers,
to
Commander.
you
Really great
on
to
the
have
stream and in the ether. So have a great 2023. Continue the good work, and I'll be signing off.
Here you go, folks. Commander's channel. There you go.
Appreciate it.
Please
Good day, sir.
Yep.
All right, take care.
That was really
Cheers,
good.
Commander.
All right.
Take care.
Likewise.
Happy New Year.
Likewise. Cheers.
And then there were 1, 2, 3, 4.
You got it.
Oh,
you counted all of them.
Look at you.
I think Probby might be coming on.
Nice.
Hey.
He stood me up.
Okay, I did ask you guys about are any of you, I'm sorry, I missed a small chunk of this because I was putting my children to bed, but did any of you guys talk about the Barbie movie coming out in 2023.
Oh, dude, that was the first subject that was brought up.
Oh, bummer. Okay, never mind. I won't bring it up again because you
go
guys
on,
already
go on.
talked about it.
I'm busy for 30 seconds.
That's with
I
Margot
was-
Robbie, right?
I just think it's going to be terrible. And I was all like, as soon as I saw the first teaser, I was all like, who is this for? Because I'm not going to take my daughter who loves Barbie. I'm not going to take her to go see this. This looks like nonsense. It looks like garbage. It looks like garbage. You got Ryan Gosling in there. It just looks
garbage.
It looks stupid. So I was all like, who is this for? It's not for children and little girls.
It's one of those weird things where they take an IP that everybody knows, and then, like you said, they just made a movie that you don't even know who it's for. Because, yes, everyone knows the IP, but it doesn't look like it's really aimed towards children. It's like a little too oddly sexualized.
Yeah, and there was a movie when I was growing up as a kid, not to throw out my age here, and it starred who's that Next Top Model host?
Tyra Banks.
Yeah, Tyra Banks. Okay,
Yeah, it was,
so she
Life Size.
Yeah, she was in,
Yeah.
and that was the Barbie movie. That was the Barbie movie that they should have made now, just with Margot Robbie in it. And I'm all like, I'm not gonna go see this movie with my daughter. I'll show her that Life Size movie that you were talking about. Like, it just looks so stupid that I was all like, I'm not interested at all. I'm at all. Well, I'm glad you guys brought it up. Okay,
No, we hadn't actually talked about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so last stream you guys talked about a lot of stuff, but one thing I don't remember you guys talking about is the "Don't Worry, Darling" drama. And
we have talked about that, but not last stream.
Okay, so one thing I don't know about you guys, but I love this whole drama. Like, I was all about it the whole time. And I love that video that Olivia Wilde put out where she was like shitting all over Florence Pugh, where she was all like Miss Flo and everything to Shia LaBeouf, because she was all like, I fired Shia LaBeouf from this movie. And he was all like, he put out that, well, he put it out, but he didn't put it out, if you get what I'm saying. And then she was all like, Shia. And she's like, Miss Flo needs to get her act together or whatever she said or whatever. And I'm all like, ooh, what's going on here? And so you find out that he left the project because there was too many issues. And then Miss Flo, which is Florence Pugh, I love Florence Pugh. I don't know how anybody else feels about her, but she had problems with Olivia Wilde having, an affair.
They all did, didn't they?
What was that?
They all did.
Yeah.
Apart
with
from
her,
Styles.
Right. So, yeah,
I'll shut the fuck up.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I love that because they all had a problem with her having an affair with Harry Styles on set and they're all friends with Jason Sudeikis.
While married, don't forget.
Yeah, and I love that at Cannes. I love that Harry Styles. First off, what is exactly wrong with him? Because he's got to have a little mental retardation, right? Because he's like, he was talking, like when he did that interview, he's like, I really loved it because it was a movie that you can go to the movies and see this movie. And I'm all like,
it's too short.
Chris Pine wanted to just murder himself when he was sitting next to him.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was all like, exactly what is wrong with him? Like, is he brain deficient? I'm curious. But and then he spit on Chris Pine.
It's amazing.
Which I love how these Harry Styles fans defended him. They're like, you can't see any spit. And I'm like, you can see it. When you pause that at the right time, you can see something floating in the air. And then they're all like, well, he sat on his sunglasses. And I'm like, no, he was already sitting, you retards. He didn't sit on his own glasses. He was already seated. He spit on him. And then there was only a 4-minute standing ovation, which
before you proceed, if I'd have been Chris Pine, because I like Chris Pine, I would have headbutted the fucker right there and then.
Yeah. That is one thing. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Today's a good day to die.
No fucker spits on Captain Kirk. And the thing is, when he did it, he had a big fucking smug look on his face as he did it.
For sure.
And at that point, technically it was assault. Yeah. He should have just fucking laid the head on him. Disgusting behaviour.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. I'm 5'4".
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
Could
I'm
you
5'4".
imagine?
Go ahead.
It'd been
I
better
was
than
just
the
gonna
movie.
say, could you imagine if that actually happened though? Chris
Would've been
Pine
so good.
headbutting
He should have done.
Harry Styles. That would have been the
Here you
story of
go.
the year, not
See,
Ukraine.
See, here you go. And
Yeah.
this is the difference between. So you've got me started now. This is the difference between Harry
Absolutely.
Styles, who's a fucking pop star, who was discovered from a fucking council estate in
Yeah, I agree.
the UK somewhere, and Chris Pine. Here you go, Jim D. Chris Pine is a professional. His career will continue.
Yeah, he's a gentleman. I tell you right now.
Here you go.
I'm,
No fucker spits on Kirk.
Yeah.
Exactly. I am 5'4", 100 pounds and nothing. If you spit on me, I'm gonna fuck your shit up. I'm telling you that
assault.
right now.
Spider
Yes,
monkey,
I am-
man.
It's
I am
assault.
not that kind of girl. You don't spit on me. That's fucking gross. I will not handle it at all. I would have wrecked his ass. He would have caught both these hands in a heartbeat. And that pussy can wear as many dresses as he wants. I would have wrecked his shit up. That's how much he would have pissed me off if you spit on me.
It's when Styles he walks up, he just spits on him,
Yeah, it was.
and then Pine looks in his lap, and then Styles starts fucking about with his jacket, closing his jacket up.
Well, he probably
exactly.
gets the entitlement from his
Absolute
whatever she is from Olivia
Smug,
Wilde.
Sugar
clever
mama.
bastard. Pine should have just got up, douche.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what gets me is it was all for this shitty fucking movie. I don't know if any of you saw this movie, but it was so
No,
bad.
I heard it was terrible. My
is
girlfriend watched
terrible.
it, but she has this like she didn't watch anything growing up, so she doesn't really understand movie tropes and all that kind of shit. So she said she actually really enjoyed it, but the general consensus about it was that it was just filled with fucking cliches. It was just completely underwhelming. But that was the only good review I've heard of it. Otherwise, yeah, apparently it's just dog shit.
And obviously MatKat's glowing recommendation.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible. I hate that movie. It's so stupid. Like they're trying to do what is the name of that movie with Glenn Close in it? That they redid. I can't think of it off the top of
Fatal
my head.
Attraction.
No, that's not what it is. But yeah, no, it's a crappy movie, and I'm all like, you guys are fighting over this movie. And then so then right after that, there was a standing ovation, and it only got 4 minutes. And the reason it only got 4 minutes is because Florence Pugh, who right after that video got released of Olivia Wilde calling her Miss Flo, she left she left after 4 minutes, and as soon as she left, everybody's like, all right, I'm done clapping because Florence Pugh has left. And Florence Pugh after that video came out would not do promotion for the movie because she was basically like, I'm just going to talk mad shit about this movie, so you don't want me to do promotion for this movie. And that's all speculation because that's what everybody was saying in terms of like scoopers and stuff like that. People that have inside sources. The Stepford Wives, that's what I was trying to say. It's like a
Stepford Wives.
it's like a take on Stepford Wives, but not as good because it adds the Matrix in there.
It seems to me that Pine and Pugh were the only professionals on the set.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I just go, I don't know. And I love how Olivia Wilde, if you look at her now, she acts like nothing happened during that whole situation. Like she's all
What's
like,
a cow?
yeah, she's just like nothing happened. Everything was fine. I'm like, no, it wasn't fine. You ruined. I don't think I think you ruined your career. Like
Yeah, all this shit over a movie that wasn't even good and bombed.
Right.
Yeah, but she did shag Harry Styles though.
Oh,
yes.
big whoop. Yeah, the
While
fucker
married.
He's not that good looking anyways. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't get what the big deal is about Harry Styles.
Do you
is.
think
He's-
that she has him wear the dress?
Yes, and his
He
singing
would as
isn't
well,
that
though.
great
That's the
either.
thing.
I'm sorry, and he sucks as an actor. I hope he never gets another role.
I am so fucking annoyed he's in the MCU.
Yeah. Oh, ain't that the truth? But I don't think he'll come back. I think his character.
Doesn't he play
is-
Adam Warlock?
No, he plays
Or Thanos' brother or whatever?
Yeah. Like Eloy or something. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
I think his name was Who Gives a Shit.
You're right. Right. But
Yeah.
his powers are very like controversial because he has the power of persuasion, if I remember correctly. Silver or something Fox. Silver, not Silver Fox. It's something Fox, but he has the power of persuasion. I'm like,
And smugness.
yeah,
Here you go.
Power of smug.
Side effect. Come now. Styles isn't a retard. Isn't retarded. He's a shaved chimp full of self-importance.
for sure. Yeah, I do not like him.
He deserved a smack for when he spat on Captain Kirk.
Absolutely.
You don't spit on Captain Kirk.
Like I said before, it was a good thing it wasn't me, because I'd have been like, I'm going home in a cop car and you're going home in an ambulance, fucker. And that would have been like the last thing. It's fucking gross.
Oh, my God.
Wookie, Don't Worry Darling, is that your type of film? Sounds like it.
No. No.
Good.
no,
Don't
no.
see it. Don't see it.
We should have mentioned that in the top 10 worst. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
I don't know what's in your top 10. I want to talk about a couple of my favorite movies this year, but
Yeah, you can do. Go on.
I don't think they'd be in the top 10 that you picked from anyway, but horror had a renaissance this year, and I just want to give a couple shout outs.
And then the wheels fell off.
The movie Barbarian is absolutely insane.
Insane.
Watch it. Do not watch anything about it. Do not watch a trailer. Don't read anything. Just go watch the movie. It is fucking fantastic.
It is.
And for people that like some artsy fartsy indie films, the movie Pearl was absolutely riveting.
I didn't like that movie.
You didn't like it? It's in my top 10 of the year. I absolutely adored it. I watched the X first because they filmed these movies back to back.
Right.
And there, X was really great. I enjoyed that for what it was. And then Pearl was like, it wasn't a 180, but it was a 90 degrees.
See, I didn't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mia Goth, who stars in it, is genius.
I agree.
She should win an Oscar for it. I was just riveted with her the entire time. She is the primary reason to see it for sure. But I would suggest seeing it if you're a horror movie fan.
Yeah, I only disagree with the reason I didn't like it. I didn't feel like there was enough kills in that movie. Like I felt like I was waiting too long.
That's interesting. See, I felt like as I was watching it, I was like, oh, okay, this isn't like slasher movie necessarily. This is a different kind of movie, like psychological horror.
I have to admit, and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but I have to admit the last like 15 minutes I thought was the best part of the movie when her husband comes home from war and everything, and she's like that last like shot of her smiling. And I agree with you about Mia Goth. She is fantastic. I love her so much, but yeah, I was just waiting for more kills, and like the whole time I'm all like, oh, that wasn't very like great. Like when she killed I don't want to ruin anything.
Don't ruin anything.
When she killed somebody, I was just like, oh, it was. Well, I was just like, oh, it wasn't as good as I thought it was. And then there was one time when I thought she was going to kill somebody, and I was like, oh, bummer. But it's fine. It's fine.
That's interesting. Yeah, because like you're giving it a middling kind of review at most. Where for me, it was one of the best movies of the year.
But Barbarian, by the way, I want to go back to Barbarian. Fantastic. I love that movie.
You determined to spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it. Barbarian was fucking crazy.
It was crazy.
I was there for every minute of it. Like I was literally saying out loud, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I don't know how many times it got a "what the fuck" out of me.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed that movie very much.
I also want to recommend to everyone a film called The Menu. I think it's still in theaters, but it stars Ralph Fiennes and the girl, I think, from the upcoming Indiana Jones film that no one wants to see. But it's
Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Yes, yeah. She's in it. She's great.
Is Phoebe Waller-Bridge in it? I didn't know
Is that the... Wait, maybe I have it wrong.
Well, because I know Anna Taylor-Joy is in it. The girl that played
that's
Magic.
who it is. It's Anna Taylor-Joy. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, and Nicholas Hoult.
Yep, Nicholas Hoult. But
which I like all
recommend
three
that
of those actors.
Yep, they were great. It was interesting seeing Nicholas Hoult play this kind of role too. Ralph Fiennes brings the creep. It's just wonderful. Definitely go see it. It's a satirical comedy, so go in expecting some kind of goofiness, but it's in my top 10 of the year, and horror took up 3 spots this year.
Right on.
Yeah, it's got a renaissance for sure.
Yeah, my top 10, I put Smile. I absolutely love that movie.
I was fucking disappointed in that.
Were you? Because when and I'm spoiling a little bit, when the mother monster showed up, I freaked the fuck out. I was like, I am not happy right now. I want to go home. I was like, this bitch is creeping me out. When she started coming down the hallway, I was like, ooh,
yeah, no,
ooh.
that was very creepy, but I felt it followed just some tropes that I've seen before.
I agree, but
Here you go,
I
folks.
still liked it.
Jim D in the chat. All Quiet on the Western Front was excellent and heartbreaking. It's the sort of film that should be required watching for high school history students. Yeah, and Saving Private Ryan as well.
I have a question, and Jim D can put it in the chat, but because I haven't watched that movie, isn't that a remake? And if so, how does it compare to the original? Because I didn't watch. I was gonna watch it, but
Wookie, they were talking about that on your channel today, weren't they? It's from the German perspective, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a modern. Well, it's a modern production, but yeah, it's historically correct from the German perspective. Yeah.
And is that a remake? I'm
It
not
is.
up. Okay.
Yeah, the original
It's on Netflix.
All Quiet on the Western Front was, I don't know how many decades ago,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a long time ago. So
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. I was just curious because I did not see the original. So
I can't remember if it's on Amazon or Netflix.
It's Netflix. Here you go. Lee Lou, my number one is Clerks 3.
are you?
Anybody seen
He's
Clerks
joking.
3?
Yeah, he's got to be fucking with us because nobody is number three was number one was Clerks 3. I'm so glad. Appian, I know you hated Smile. I watched Appion's worst movies. I know he hated Smile, but I love Smile. It was I literally, when that mother monster showed up, I freaked the fuck out. I was like not happy at all. But I hope they don't do a sequel because I hate when Hollywood does this. Like they come up with
they're absolutely going to. It made money.
No,
they made money, and it sets itself up well for one.
No, I don't want it. It's a standalone.
Happen.
Leave it alone. Hollywood, stop doing
We've got confirmation. Sorry, boys. Here you go. Lilu, Clerks 3 was worst movie. Yeah.
Right on.
Then Appion goes, I refuse to watch Clerks
Good
3.
for you. Yeah, me too. Me too.
And then, see, Andy Mouse is like me.
I think you guys are just messing with us.
I
now.
enjoyed She-Hulk.
No, you didn't. Nobody enjoyed She-Hulk.
Hashtag justice for Todd.
Justice for Todd.
Matt, I just followed you on Twitter.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, crap. Yeah. Was there any other movies that you guys liked during 2022?
I've not seen. I think I've been to the cinema 3 times.
My favorite is The Rise of Gru.
Right on.
Movie.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, but I wish.
If you like the Minions and you like the Despicable Me movies, this is a good movie. And the thing that surprised me the most was the actors that played the villains as part of the gang. You had Dolph Lundgren, Danny Trejo, you had Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Lucy Lawless, who were voices for the main villains, and of course the main villain was Alan Arkin. And then you've got Gru and all the minions, and you get to see where Gru ran into or met. Was it Mephisto, the crazy mad scientist guy?
Yes.
Yeah, where he meets him and he joins up with him as part of his team. It's a good movie. It's a great, it's Minions. So, but I enjoyed it.
I do enjoy Minions. I don't think I saw The Rise of Gru. So, but my kids love that. Is that on streaming? I'll have to go see.
It is to rent, or you can buy the. I bought a CD, or DVD. I got the DVD.
We might have already watched it then, because I can't keep track of all the movies.
It was actually cheaper to buy it than rent.
Right on.
Which is weird, but yeah.
My local theatre, there's been such a shortage of new films. Plays all the classics. from the back in the day, like Empire Strikes Back and films that were out in the 80s and 90s, like a reissue for one night. I honestly don't know why cinemas don't have that business model anyway, where they play classic films instead of just all current releases.
I think that they don't think that it will make any money, but what gets me is, and I agree with you. I think that they should do more classic movies, because I would love. When I think it was Mega Geek, when he talks about how he saw Jaws in the theater. I've never seen Jaws in the theater. I would go see Jaws in the theater in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
I never saw Jaws in a theater. I saw it at a drive-in.
Oh, you lucky you!
In the summer when it came out.
Did you get any play at the drive-in?
Yeah, no. It was just me and my nephew. We were sitting there freaking out because there's a shark eating everybody.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make things weird.
No, we didn't get any. I didn't get any play. Hell, I wasn't.
Sorry.
Tell you what, guys, we'll throw that question out to the chat. Guys in the chat, if there was a reissue of a classic film that they were going to put in the theatre or cinema that you haven't seen, what film would it be? Andy Mouse, I think he said Alien.
Yeah,
I think I'd go see Alien.
Me too. I wish they would do that, because it's like, put it in one theater in your whole theater, and or one studio in your whole theater, and I'd go see it in a heartbeat. I find that, like, because I didn't get to see a lot of older movies as a kid in the theater. So if you put that in the theater, I would go see it in a heartbeat.
There you go. Jim D, I think I did see this in this, but The Abyss, I bet that would look great on one of the new screens.
Yeah. And it can't, what is it? It costs
extended version as well, I would watch.
Yeah, and it wouldn't cost them that much to put it in there.
Or alternatively, Jim, just go see Avatar 2. Andy Mouse would watch Jaws, yeah.
Yeah.
File 13, here you go. Over the Top.
Yep.
Lilo.
Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah. Chat's moving now. Cobra.
That was a good movie.
Jim D said special editions, obviously. File goes remake The Last Starfighter.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I would.
Lilu, Superman the movie. Yes.
Yeah, I would go see all of these.
Blade Runner.
See, and that's what I don't understand about movie theaters. It's like, why don't you guys play, like, for your week, play one classic movie to get, boomers like myself. I'm not a boomer, though. I'm a millennial.
There was a bit of controversy last year. There was a bit of controversy last year around Halloween, I think, of last year of 2021. And a lot of theaters would do the month of October. They would play all the old Universal monster movies, Dracula, Wolfman, all kind, all the different ones. And they got all of them got cut off because apparently Disney bought Universal, or they bought Fox, who owned the rights to Universal.
Yeah,
and they cut them all off. They couldn't get all these theaters that were like banking on having a good October of 21 got screwed over because they couldn't get the movies for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure it whoever bought Universal, and I think it was Disney.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, but I remember hearing about that on a couple of talk shows on terrestrial radio. So yeah.
Here you go. Happy on The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. That was a good film.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that was a good movie.
Okay.
Here you go. Lilu, a local theatre, was sued by Universal for playing those monster movies.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Because they don't have a contract with whoever owns the rights apparently now.
Which I just go for that. I just go, that's so sad that a huge studio had to sue a small theater just for playing a movie. I just go, why don't you put a cease and desist and just be like, don't play our movies anymore. You made your money, because theaters don't make enough money as it is, in my opinion.
Yep.
I'm surprised they're still in business. File 13 says remake Blazing Saddles. I think they did. I think they did. It was called She-Hulk.
No.
Thinking
No.
man joke there.
Oh God.
Are there any shows that you guys are looking forward to in 2023? Okay, I'll
Stream
start.
killer.
I'm looking forward to first off season 3 of Superman and Lois. I'm looking that
I
is
can
my
see why you don't do live streams now on your channel.
And then I'm also looking forward to Gotham Knights only because it's going to be a complete disaster and I can't wait to cover it. It's going to be a big, huge. It's going to be a complete abortion, and I am all here for it.
I think there is a big problem with Superman and it is Superman and Lois, isn't it?
Yeah, they did replace John. Yeah, they did replace John Kent, which I have a huge issue, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to watch it.
You can't. They should have just whatever it takes. Should have got in.
Well, I'm confused on to why the actor, I believe his name is Jason Ellis, I believe his name is,
Okay.
but I'm confused on to why he bailed. I think it was one of two reasons. One, it was because of COVID and Canada has strict rules and stuff and regulations as far as that goes. And two, it was mental health issues. And either way, I'm not quite sure what it is, but yeah, I don't know, but I wish they wouldn't have recast. But what are you going to do?
I did enjoy that program. Let's hope it's okay. But yeah,
Right on.
there you
quite
go.
excited.
Lou, he's anti-COVID. Yeah, and
Yeah.
good on him. I wished I hadn't had it now, but there you go.
Right. Yeah.
File 13 says Constantine 2.
I forgot
That's
they were
interesting.
doing that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd
I'm
heard
that. I'm down. I'm down with the sickness.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, I'm down for Stranger Things, even though part 2 of season 4 wasn't all that great, but part 1 was fantastic. Although, can I just say that Sadie Sink, that redhead in that show, everybody is all talking about how great she is, and I'm like, she's okay. You guys are putting a lot of faith in Sadie Sink. She doesn't seem like a huge star to me, but what do I know?
Is there anything else of interest?
I don't know. I've been drinking. I have a lot of
Or have we all
thoughts.
completely lost interest in anything that comes out nowadays?
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to Marvel's Secret Invasion,
Oh,
but that's the only one that I'm kind of. The rest,
You know it's going to
can
be dog
suck
shit,
it.
though.
well, that's the thing. And I was talking to a friend. I wish that I could say that they're going to turn things around, but I don't think they're going to learn any
gone. It's
lessons.
gone.
Yeah, I think that
Everything's already in motion. They can't turn back now.
for sure. I agree. So it's probably going to be crap. Hey, real quick, I don't know if any of you play video games, but did any of you play The Last of Us? And are you excited about that TV show?
I
'Cause
did play The Last of Us. I really
Yeah,
liked
go.
it. Did not play the second game. Heard not great things. And I think the show looks like a bomb. It looks like they put some money into it, but that doesn't mean anything. It looks like they made all the wrong choices again.
and Pedro Pascal playing
Yeah, he's playing Joel.
playing Joel.
Yeah, what a douche. Am I
And
right,
I
guys?
don't know. What a douche, right, fellas? But the person playing, the actress playing Ellie just does not look the part. It's a terrible choice. So if you're messing up casting, what hope do you have for the rest of the production?
I feel you.
Yeah, I have no interest in watching it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not interested in seeing another zombie movie.
Well, there's one
Or
that
TV
File
show.
13 mentioned, and I actually saw a trailer for it. It's a reboot, not a reboot, but it's like a sequel to that 70s show. It's called, I guess it's
There you go.
set in the
There you
90s.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's set in the 90s. And I've seen the
How original.
trailer for it. It's not bad. It's got both the parents. It's got Red Foreman and then the wife.
Didn't she die in real life?
No, that's the big sister. The older sister died.
Yeah.
I thought-
You're all the
I
actress
thought the
that played
mom
the
died
older
too.
sister. No, unless she's a Cylon, I don't know. She's walking around fine, But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And I think the other actors from the original are in it. I think they make cameos occasionally. So I don't know. I watched that 70s show for a little while, but I could never really get into it.
I feel like
Especially after it got
She
past
is
the
alive.
first or second season.
she's alive.
She is alive. I have confirmed via
The mother?
Wikipedia. Yes.
Yeah.
That old bag.
The old bag.
Yeah, I'd still
I love
smash
that
that.
70s show.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I thought that 70s show
There
was
you go.
great. I haven't
Yeah,
watched it.
I enjoyed it. I watched it.
We've got
Right
what do
there
you call
with
it
you.
coming out in March. Mando.
Oh yeah. I'm excited about
Yeah.
that. It's the only Star Wars TV shows that I like.
Is it going to be half decent?
I mean, I hope so. I think that it'll return to form when it comes to these TV shows.
There you
I
go.
think it's amazing that Star Wars has been so murdered that it can only be a television
Murder?
production now. It can
Murder
only be
you.
Star Wars is supposed to be on the movie screen. And
I
it's
agree.
not. And that's
I
how much that last trilogy they did just killed that franchise.
We're
It's
just waiting
amazing.
for. I'm just waiting for Ryan
Good
Johnson's
murder.
trilogy and Taika Waititi's movie.
Yeah.
Any day now. Any
Natalie,
day
you've
now.
never been in a Star Wars movie. You want to be in mine?
Right? That's
Fucking
I
idiot.
don't know.
Okay, so I know you guys kind of touched on it last stream, but I just recently watched A Witcher Blood Origin, and what a
Oh, that's
complete
the new one, isn't it? That's
yeah,
the
it's a
awful
complete
one.
abortion. Don't watch it. It's bad. It's so bad. It's ridiculous. It's the worst writing. It's the worst acting.
Did you enjoy the gay kiss?
I mean, it was so
Loved it.
Yeah, it was so
Loved it.
Reason I went.
progressive. So progressive. I love the diversity and inclusion. But it was just bad. It was terrible. Even if they hadn't been like all like about that nonsense, it was bad. It was so bad. The acting is terrible. There's this little that's in it, and she's the worst actor in the entire
Little.
show. Yeah. Well, you can't call them, whatevers anymore. You just got to call them littles. But she's a terrible actress. She should not work again. And I don't know. It's just, and I don't know about you. This is mean, but I'm going to be mean. I love watching deaf people act because I love the way that
What?
they talk. I love when they talk. They're like, "Hi, I'm Hara," and you're like, "What are you saying right now?" Because you're like, "I don't understand what you're saying, and I don't understand your finger language."
I will
So-
just say this channel does not represent the thoughts
my
of
views
its guests.
are my own. My views are my own. But like, I just love watching it. I laugh every time because I'm all like,
Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
but yeah, don't watch it. It's on my top worst of 2022. It's
Matt,
bad.
you should drink every time you're on stream.
That's what everybody
yeah.
says. I'm
You
funnier
know,
when I
you
drink.
just say what everyone else wants to say.
Yeah,
And
no,
get my
I'm-
channel struck off at the same
I
time.
apologize. I'm sorry, Brown. I'm sorry. But
So here
yeah,
you go,
no.
Marlon the Unlucky. You know Marlon the Unlucky.
I
don't you?
do. I do. That's the other half of my soul.
Savage. Rocco the Brave is in. Hello, Rocco. I'm upset. I came late. That's what she said.
I still banged her though. It was fun. So, but,
And that's the goal.
that is the goal. Sam.
Oh, shit.
Oh gosh. I'm just looking at all these movies that came out this year, and there's so many that I watched that were just garbage. But everybody, go ahead.
So here you go. Rocco the Brave, Brown's channel goes to the bars. It does.
Yeah.
Special shout out to the show Dahmer.
Oh,
Yeah, I need
didn't
to watch that. I need to watch that.
Yeah, my wife watched that without me. That asshole. I was so annoyed.
You call your wife an asshole?
Well, she started it without me, and then she was. By the time I asked her, I was like, "What are you watching?" She's like, "Dahmer." I'm like, You what? You started that without? She was on episode 6, and I'm all like, you're so mean. I thought we were gonna watch it together, so I was like, so then I started Wednesday without her.
I was like, 3 of my top 10 I didn't review for the channel, and Dahmer's one of them. I thought it was amazing.
Right on.
Yeah, so just shout out to that show.
It
gave me a laugh.
Lilu, here you go.
Too.
Lilu, I feel your pain.
Yeah, my wife did too.
Locked me out of the room.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was bummed, but I started Wednesday without her, so she had to watch it on her own. How do you like that?
Wednesday seemed okay. I didn't watch it.
It was okay. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, I should have played a drinking game of how many buzzwords they can hit every episode, because I was like, if I have to hear the word male privilege or what was another one? I don't know. There was a bunch of them. Oh, the male gaze. I was like, oh, come on, how many buzzwords are you guys gonna hit every episode?
Right.
But at the same time, that Jenna Ortega, she can make up a fun dance, you know.
Yeah, I was learning about that dance. I didn't watch the show, but I know about the dance, and I was learning some factoids about it this morning against my will. But I know them now.
Yeah, super fun. Super fun.
See, here you go, guys. File 13 this year gave us an appreciation for what it took to make classic films we enjoy and continue to view and share with other generations. Yeah, all movies are.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Not Brian says, Brian, you're coming on. The male gaze. I do believe 2 of the guests are disappearing now. Is that correct?
No.
Yes. I have
guests. I have
to attend things.
Gentlemen, I appreciate you popping on. It's been a blast. Happy New Year.
Movie Cynic, have fun at your threesome. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Yes.
Thanks, Matt.
Can we have some pictures?
I'll text you, baby.
Pictures?
Yeah. Right in the Twitter DMs. They're coming up. Just give me an hour.
Listen, I'll pay $20 for your OnlyFans.
No animal pics, though, please.
We have to lock the cats outside the door.
All right, gentlemen.
Boys.
Movie Cynic, it's always a pleasure.
Yes, likewise.
And MatKats, I'm gonna contact you. I'll DM you on Twitter later in the week.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. And Mr. Brown,
Easy.
as always, thank you so much. Yeah, I know the dog's getting upset over here, so I gotta go.
Cheers, Wookie. Good to have you on, mate.
Yeah, have a good one. Happy New Year. And
cheers, guys.
All right,
cheers,
guys.
movie. Take care, Matt. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, and then there was 2.
Hello there.
Well, we can just. I don't know how long you want to keep going with my nonsense. I'm just. I'm not as fun as everybody else. I've just got dick jokes and everything. But,
not Brian is trying his best. Mega Geek, I don't know if he's around. I don't know if he's coming on though.
Right on.
Probby said, "Where's the link?" and we've not heard anything from him.
Okay.
And here you go. Time Prophet. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Time Prophet.
Andy's going in 10.
Oh, right on.
I think what we'll do is we'll go to the 2.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And we'll just see what happens.
Right on.
Care to read a chat?
Absolutely. I'm all excited.
Okay. From not Brian Young.
Brian Young. It says Maddie is endlessly entertaining. I do my best. It's better when I have liquid courage.
Here you go. File 13. Fun fact. Dogs can't look up.
That is a
my ex-girlfriend could.
Yeah. Fuck that hoe. Anyways, okay. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to diss on your ex. I'm sure she was a lovely person.
You are very, very naughty, aren't you? When you're
yeah. I have no filter. Well, I have no filter. My wife says I have no filter, and she's like constantly like, "You need to work on that," because I just say whatever. It gets me into trouble a lot.
Here you go. Time Prophet at Mr. Brown Alliance. that is I. Are all the other panelists pissed?
I don't
No.
know.
Only MatKat.
No, only me. I'm the only one that's been drinking.
For the folks at home, what have you been drinking?
Well, I started off with vodka, and then I ran out of that, and then I drank some rum, and then I ran out of that, and now I was on champagne, but I'm out of that now, so I'm gonna have to top
So
myself.
you're on paint stripper now, yeah?
No, I'm pretty sure we have more. We have plenty. We don't run out of alcohol in this house. I'll tell you that right now. I'm pretty sure I have some bottles of something around the house. I just have to find it.
Turpentine. Sean the Bus. Hello, Sean. Long time no see.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here you go. Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. And what? Vodka soda. Yes.
Yeah. Here you go. Rocco the Brave.
No,
not yet.
No, doesn't that make you blind? I'm so scared of that stuff. I would drink it though if it didn't.
Good at removing nail polish though.
For sure. Yeah. So yeah, no. Was there anything else that you were looking forward to in 2023?
I don't know about you. I really
tell me.
I think the entertainment. Most people now are watching the YouTube, aren't they? And making their own entertainment.
I agree.
And it's sad, isn't it?
It is. There are a lot of YouTubers that I find very funny.
I watch more. I would say I watch more YouTube than. In fact, I don't think I watch terrestrial TV anymore.
Right on.
I think the only thing I'm watching at the moment is Tulsa King.
Oh, I need to get on that. You said there's one more episode left?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try to watch all of them this and before the last episode.
There's obviously the Mandalorian.
Yeah, well,
and
Bad Batch starts up on the 4th, which is the animated show, which I didn't care for the first half of that first season, but the last half I kind of liked. It got better.
Here you go. I'll just say, Andy Myers, 1, 2, 3. Happy New Year and good night all. I will say, Andy, thank you for your support this year, mate. Onwards and upwards. Appreciate it, mate.
Yeah. Love Andy Mouse.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Even with the theatre, cinema stuff, now it's a ball ache to go to the cinema, because before, when I was working, I had a cinema card. You know, in the pre-COVID days and the woke days, you could just go to the cinema on the way home from work because you'd know there'd be something good to watch.
Right on.
There's naff all on.
Well, there are some, and I'll So Jim D brings up.
Do you want to do that? Yeah, go on. There you go.
Yeah, The White Lotus. He says The White Lotus is actually a subtle dark comedy. Season 2 was very well written. Now, listen, I want to say real quick, I have not watched White Lotus, but I am planning on watching it very soon with the missus, because I'm interested in that very much. And then Marlon the Unlucky, he brings up.
You know him, don't you?
Yeah, I do. That's the other half of my soul. He says, how was Werewolf by Night? I have to say right now, I loved it. I am down with these specials that Marvel puts out, both the Werewolf by Night and the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special were both, in my opinion, very good. I am down with these specials. Yeah, I felt it was very Christmassy, and I liked it a lot. Plus, I like James Gunn. I know a lot of people don't like him right now because of the whole DC
yeah, I think
thing.
we said on one of the previous streams that everybody looked happy to be there.
Yeah, like yeah. Well,
But
they
it came
filmed
over,
it.
didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and they filmed it during Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So
Yeah.
but I thought it was really, really good. I liked it a lot. And I think Marvel should try to do more of these specials that they're doing, these holiday specials, because I don't know. I think they work, and I think it's a lot better than their shows, because their shows, in my opinion, suck. I haven't liked any of them. Well, except for Hawkeye. Hawkeye was pretty good. But yeah, I just haven't liked
Didn't
any of
watch it?
them. You didn't watch Hawkeye?
No.
Oh.
Here you go. Rocco the Brave. Streaming services is ruining the cinema, in my opinion. It's sad. Disney Plus Star Wars is what I'm excited for. They're doing the fan service, but fuck it. Bring it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I didn't like Boba Fett or Obi-Wan, but
No.
I think that when Filoni and Favre are involved, I think it's pretty good. I liked Mandalorian for the most part. It wasn't the best thing ever, but it was pretty good. But yeah, Boba Fett sucked. So did Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan sucked balls.
Would have been good, though, if KK hadn't have sideswiped it.
Yeah. It's what happens when you get women involved. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
It all goes down to everything. Just goes down to KK.
Yeah, she sucks. And even Spielberg says she was a bad secretary. Like, she couldn't even take notes. So she can't run a studio. So it's very obvious that she just needs to go.
Here you go. Happy on. Hawkeye is the Kate Bishop show.
True, but at the same time, I still liked it. I liked those comic books, the Hawkeye comic books that it was based off of. So I personally liked the show. But I don't disagree with you that it was the Kate Bishop show.
Here you go. Rocco says Obi-Wan needed Favreau. It did.
I agree, because the writer Jody something, I can't remember his last name. He wasn't even a fan of Star Wars. So he didn't watch the prequels. He didn't watch any of that stuff. So yeah, I did see Tales of the Jedi. It was good. Not all the episodes were great, but like that one with the very first episode where Ahsoka's a baby. I don't know how you felt about it, Mr. Brown, but that was
not seen it, mate.
Here you go. Real quick, can I just say one thing about that Tales of the Jedi show? Okay, last thing, and then I'll leave it. But Yaddle is in that show, and she's talking like a normal, whatever their species is. So my question is, Yoda's sitting here talking like a weird goblin creature, all with like me, like, tacos I do, and she's talking like a normal person. So I'm like, what's going on with Yoda? He's a fucking weirdo. Like, he needs to talk like a normal human being, although he's not a human being.
Jim D says only one guy didn't go streaming. The last movie star and M.I. Dead Reckoning. I'm going to start again. I've completely fucked that up.
Right on.
Jim D in the chat says only one guy didn't go streaming. The last movie star and Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is going to be fucking awesome. It is.
Yeah, I'm excited. I like those Mission Impossible movies. I'm surprised they don't make $1 billion though. It's so weird to me because
You know what? I think these ones will. Because
Go ahead.
People have now wised up to the fact, and it's taken nearly 40 years, that Tom Cruise is a professional and he cares about the customers. Simple.
Yeah.
And the Mission Impossible films will make a ton of money. Trust me.
Yeah, I hope so, because I like those.
He deserves it.
Yeah, for sure. And I like those Mission Impossible movies. I've always wondered why they don't make $1 billion, because they're really good. Well, except for the second one. The second one sucked. But
we've always said, whatever you think about Tom Cruise, when it comes to movies, the guy's a professional, and he delivers the goods.
Right on.
And,
yeah.
Top Gun Maverick. I was looking for some graphics for the show tomorrow, and I'll give you a little sneak peek.
Do it.
Obviously, Top Gun was released last year now, or this year, where you are. I was looking at some of the original artwork for the posters, and they all said coming in summer 2020. And Tom Cruise held back, saying, I'm not going to put it on streaming. I'm not going to put it on, on demand or anything. We've made a film for the fans, and it's going to be in the cinema only.
Yeah.
Yeah? He sat on that film 2 years.
Which was obviously the best choice.
He sat on that film 2 years before we could go and see it. And did he deliver?
I think so. I love that movie.
End of sermon, folks. Brownie's right. In Brown we trust.
Yes. In fact, Marlon the Unlucky says, I trust you, Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Marlon. See, here you go. Not Brian Young. Cruise is batshit, but he's great.
I agree. He's crazy, but I love that crazy. I don't care.
The thanking the fans while jumping out of a plane, incredible.
Yeah, exactly. Unlike some stars, he didn't blame the fans and say they were pieces of shit. He was all like, "Thank you for coming to see my movie," and I think that's just what people want. They just want you to be appreciative of people spending their hard-earned money on your little project that you're doing.
Yeah, I would just say to the before we go, we've got 21 people watching, so if you're lurking, boys and girls, just a simple question: this is for everybody before we go. Did you enjoy Top Gun Maverick? Yes. Sorry, Y for yes. N for no. I'll start. Here we go. Are you going to post as well, Matty? So for the 20 people.
Yes, I will.
Here we go.
It.
Everybody, go on. Everybody, all lurkers, let's see your faces before we go.
Yeah, you little lurkers. I loved it. I thought I saw like
Here you go. David Johnson. Hello, David. Yes. Is Brown Alliance to speak? Yes.
Yeah, like
Jim D.
like was it Commander
There's always one.
I liked it. I saw it in the D box or whatever it was.
4DX, yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Marlin, yes.
They kept moving my chair around. I loved it. It was great. They spit water at me.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. So if you can, well, you can't watch anymore, I don't think, but it was fantastic. I love that movie.
I think it's still at the cinemas. Atom Gray, you must go.
Yeah, go see it.
Best film of the year.
It was my top choice of the year. It was great. I loved it.
I think here you go. Time Prophet. I think he says yes through gritted teeth. Top Gun Maverick was okay, but not great. It just wasn't woke.
Oh, I disagree. It was so good. It was great. It was great.
Sean the Boss, not seen it.
What, you guys?
I'm not kidding you guys. Every time I watch Top Gun Maverick, I am fighting the tears. It is that good.
It's really good.
I am fighting the tears.
Time Prophet, I promise I will work on my British accent. All right, I promise.
I think that is it, folks. I don't think anybody else is coming on. So,
bummer.
Here we go. There you go. Atom Great. I've just had it as well, mate. Yes. Just about got rid of it. 2.5 weeks.
No, I don't give you a break. You get over it. Come on. I was joking. Calm down. I was joking.
I think that's it, Matty.
All right. Well, listen, it's always been a pleasure. I always enjoy coming on and talking to you.
Shall we say, shall we thank the chat? Chat, you are wonderful. And this was super short notice, boys and girls. Absolutely brilliant to see you, yes?
Yeah, it was great.
All I can say, boys and girls, Happy New Year. And over the past year, I've appreciated every chat, every interaction you've done while we've been live streaming, because when I say we are nothing without you guys, we're just two blokes talking shit at each other, yeah, Matt?
Yeah, yeah.
So all I will say is for 2023, onwards and upwards, and let's see where it goes from here. So, chat, you are wonderful. If you are celebrating New Year, Happy New Year. If you're just about to celebrate it in a few hours,
Like
have
me.
a great New Year's Eve. Enjoy the pips at midnight. So I will thank the guests. Wookie, thank you, Mr. Brown. The wonderful Commander Culture. Well, thanks, Mr. Brown. Good to be your acquaintance. Cheers, my friend. The wonderful Blue Boy himself, the Movie Cynic. Hello there. Cheers, my friend. And last but by no means least, it is. He's tanked up, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
If I can say, the wonderful MatKat 83. Cheers, Matt.
Yeah, always. Thank you for having me. I always have a good time talking to you.
I think we're back. Well, in fact, we're definitely back tomorrow to do the best top 10. The best top 10 of the year. So probably going to be about 10, 10:30 UK time in the evening, the usual time. So I will post it as soon as I know myself. So in the meantime, that's it, folks. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys. Bye.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Tatty bye.
Bye.